What's up, netizens? You're watching DarkStar. My name's Anthony. I'm joined by fellow reactioneer Jobo. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Hey,
It's
the
time, dude.
description got me hype a little bit here.
You read it?
It says our heroes need to choose a new path forward. If only they could agree on one. We get some infighting here. Some ultra fighting.
Maybe. I'm hype. It's been a minute, dude. Ruby's back. Let's see if some good shit happens. Take a good step forward, not a step back. Maybe we get some divide in the team, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go ahead and check this
I've
out.
been on one today, dude.
Ah, her.
Of course. Missed a spot.
What the?
Hey, bae. I'm glad I didn't talk too soon. I was about to talk some shit. Say how it should start how the last one ended off with her arriving and it didn't like it was going to. Now it was like it is. How are they getting that ship from their car? It's like, well, like in a car, and then it showed the ship flying in there, and I was wondering how they got it. Nothing.
My queen.
Cinder. When I chose you as my vessel for the maidens, I put my trust in you. So I trust that you wouldn't possibly return to me empty-handed.
The relic of knowledge. I took it right from under Ironwood's nose.
Outsmarting the general speaks less to your intellect and more to his. After all, you were outsmarted by those children first.
And according to radio chatter, that same general and his forces outsmarted you. A shame Watts never made it back.
I'm afraid the doctor was a necessary sacrifice. I do hope this little one doesn't become another.
Who is she?
Neapolitan has some very useful abilities and has proven to be a valuable asset.
You certainly do enjoy collecting assets.
Cinder.
She's building her own squad, dude.
I like their outfits.
You're here! I knew you'd
Quiet.
So devoted to someone so incompetent. While the good doctor and I were advancing the will of our goddess, dismembering the very body of this kingdom, you were merely atoning for past failures.
Polendina's creation interfered with the transfer of the Winter Maiden power. But now I know she has it. And once I return to Atlas, it won't take long to finish what I started. That power will be mine.
I've given no such command.
Ma'am, now is the time to...
This game is not yours to win, Cinder. It's mine. Just because
you
you're
think.
more valuable to me than a pawn does not make you a player.
Damn.
Everything is already in motion.
Savage.
All you need concern yourself with is your ability to act when I tell you to.
Of course. Without you, I am nothing.
Thank you.
Nice hands, my guy.
Heads up.
Need a lift?
I prefer Uber.
I was stupid to think the General would listen.
Yeah, you were.
Every choice I've made was the wrong one. And now...
I can't believe the
We
General
all
didn't
did what
listen
we
after
thought
you
was
lied to him for a
best.
full season. It's crazy.
I'm just glad you're all right.
Yeah, I see you.
Inside. Hurry.
I know.
Nice
Sector
shot.
3 is going to need the most help. I'm sending backup your way right now. Fiona, do you copy? We need transport from Sector 3 to the crater.
Copy.
With the once heroes, now fugitives on the run, Betty and Mantle are left to wonder what the future holds for them.
When we heard you went off after Ironwood on your own, we...
How did you end up down in the slums?
It's a... long story. I get the feeling there's been a few of those tonight.
You're not going to tell them.
You and I aren't done talking yet. Where's Crow?
We don't know. Last we heard, he was with Robin, but...
All right. Your friend is back now. You ready to work? The largest Grim Horde ever seen is hovering over the tundra, and out there is a city full of people with no heat, and from what you told us, no more military protection. And while we're happy to give you guys a place to lie low for a while, it's time to get those people some help.
How? Ironwood is stopping all evacuations to Atlas, and we can't get them out of the city with Salem's forces surrounding us.
The crater, beneath Atlas. It's not safe, but it's warm. And with everyone in one place, we can do a better job protecting them. May can send you where you're needed most. We've got to get everyone down into that crater before nightfall. In the slums, we might have a chance.
We're never going to sleep again. I just know it.
Either you're helping, or you're baggage.
Who's that?
One of Robin's people.
We need to get out there and do what we can for Mantle.
We need to do what we can for everyone. What about Amity? And telling the world about Salem? We can't do this alone. We need help.
Ruby's right. The Happy Huntresses are handling the evacuation better than we could.
And there's a bigger picture.
But Amity isn't even finished. It was still under construction.
Doctor, what would you need to launch Amity now?
We made decent progress on construction and fuel collection. All potentially manageable, but, Amity was designed so that it couldn't launch itself without first being granted clearance from General Ironwood's terminal.
Ruby, there is no way Ironwood will cooperate with us.
But he doesn't have to. We just need the green light from his terminal, right?
You want to go back to the Academy?
Yeah, actually, there is more than one terminal. The one in his office and, one in the main Atlesian military compound at the base of the city. We'll have to get into the compound somehow, then get inside the operations room, and then... Oh boy, I might need to think about this some more.
And just to clarify, this is the easy option?
What you're saying is it can't be done. It's pointless. And even if you got the message out, there's no guarantee help would come.
It's not pointless. Atlas is only Salem's current target. She's not hiding anymore, and once she's done here, she'll move on to the rest of Remnant. We need to warn them!
Ruby, when we came here, we said we'd follow your lead. But things haven't exactly worked out.
Oh, she's not serious. Dude, she's not serious right now. That is 100% your fault.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Actually do.
But this isn't about just Atlas. Ruby's right. It's about all of Remnant. They need to know in Vacuo, in Mistral, in Vale, what's coming, so they can prepare.
Okay. Then let's go for both. Get Amity up and running and evacuate Mantle.
But that's how Salem got this far, by dividing us. We have to stick together.
No. What Salem wants is to turn us against each other. Just like this. John has a point. We can work separately and still be united.
Or let me take the relic to Salem. And maybe she will call off her attack on the kingdom.
I don't think we can trust Salem to actually do that. And the moment she uses the staff to create anything else, Atlas falls onto Mantle.
Nobody's turning you over to anybody. I think that's the one thing we could all agree on.
Okay, then I guess we're going to Atlas. Can you help us get to that terminal?
I suppose someone needs to help you bypass security.
I'll go.
Penny, we can't risk...
I'll go.
God damn, she's
do what you gotta
unstable
do.
now.
I'm going out there to see what I could do.
Gang. Go by the pharmacy. I was developing some new tools for you all before this happened. You're gonna need them.
Nora?
Love
I'm
how
going
they
with
integrate their
Ruby.
upgrades.
But what about Mantle?
Oh, I'm saving Mantle. Because I actually believe we can do this.
Hey, we're still united.
I hope so.
I can get Pietro out to Amity to prepare, but that doesn't answer how we're getting all of you up to Atlas.
I might actually have an idea for
Hey, Ruby. Remember when we said we'd follow your lead? And we did, and all this bad shit happened because we didn't follow your lead? That's crazy, huh? Oh.
Hello, Penny.
Wow.
I'm worried for your safety. Tell me where you are, and I'll have you picked up right away. Atlas needs you, Penny. Salem is here.
She's not going anywhere until you change your mind about Mantle. There's still a chance for Remnant to...
Mantle? You're still worried about Mantle? Remnant is doomed, Ruby. Unless we leave, Salem will destroy Atlas, and with it, any hope humanity has left. We need to think about the future. If she makes it through her defenses, everything that follows will be on your hands.
It must be hard for Ironwood being so correct about everything, dude. It's gotta be tough for him. They're pissed.
Sir, The prisoners have arrived. They're being processed in Stockade B.
Crow and Robin?
Could you give us the room, please?
I'll be fine.
Thank you, Winter. I don't know what I would do without you. No one has ever seen a Grim Force this large before. The city's hard-light shields will hold, but not forever.
What will you do, sir?
Wait, you can't be in here.
This is absurd. Let us through.
I told you we need to speak to
I
the
am going
general.
to do everything I can to defend this kingdom,
What in God's name do you think you're doing, James? Why will we not
no matter the cost.
Go out there and kill them both, dude.
Dude, that would be lit.
Just dude.
Oh!
Oh, he got one of them. Holy shit. Okay.
Peace.
That was fucking dope. I didn't think he was gonna kill either one of them, but did one to still fear, dude.
Well, they have to, because they have to write it like this, because he's so correct that they have to make him do something evil in order for them to, like, make it look like he's not clearly correct.
But first I need the one who can show me how. Bring him to me.
No problem,
awesome,
boss.
dude.
Alright, let's just watch this next time.
That would have been
Unless there's an after credits, just make sure. No, there's not. There's not. Okay, we're good.
That would have been a pretty trash tier episode if it didn't end like that. That was okay. I was
agree with
okay.
that.
Nothing, I mean,
Thought it
nothing
was a
really
good
crazy
episode.
happened. I thought it was good that they had the Yang thing was awesome. I know you love that. Where she's like, you put us in charge and things have been fucking awful. Or
I
you
mean-
led the way and things have been awful. But I like the way it ended with Ironwood.
They're so biased in their thing or whatever that it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm down. Like, I don't care. Like, basically, like, it's gotten to the point where, like, I understand that they've written themselves into a corner where Ironwood is, like, clearly the one that's in the right, and, like, Team RWBY is clearly the one that's wrong here or whatever. So they have to do, like, a few things. For example, one where he shot Oscar at the end of last season. We brought this up when he did that or whatever. And then this time or whatever, he just comes out and instead of just, like, subduing them, he just fucking shoots one of them or whatever. So, like, they have to have him do stuff that's, like, almost, like, inexcusably bad or whatever in order to make it seem like he's not clearly the one that is doing the right thing or whatever. But because it's so blatantly obvious that that's what they're doing, all it does is make me as a viewer that can see past the bullshit that they're trying to put in there, like that he's doing those things. Like, I'm fucking down. Like, yeah, just start fucking executing people, dude. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like, at some point, it's just getting to the point of being so ridiculous how hard they're trying to push this Ironwood is evil thing that I'm just like, I don't even care what Ironwood does anymore. Like, I'm totally on board. I'm 100% on board with Ironwood at this point. So, yeah. That's basically how I feel about that. Yang's thing cracks me the fuck up because everybody's like, all right, we're going to follow Ironwood. We're going to follow Ironwood's orders. We're not going to tell Robin about, like, what's going on or anything like that. That is RWBY's standing orders. And Blake and Yang went out of their way to disobey those orders. And then she has the fucking nerve to say that they fucking were following her orders and that's how the bad shit happened. When that is directly 100% the cause of the negative shit that's been happening or whatever. So no, fuck Yang. Yang's a fucking idiot. So yeah, those two things that coming out of this episode. Like I said, at this point, I'm kind of at the point where it's like, as long as I can, like, it's gonna end well for Team RWBY. hopefully along the way they'll actually have to learn some lessons and mature a little bit. And then I can be kind of satisfied with the fact that they overcame some stuff. If it ends up being a similar situation to Adam and to Jacques, where they just overcome the guy that's suppressing them and it's fucking evil or whatever, like fucking whatever, that it's just gonna be stupid. But if they actually have to mature along the way, then it'll be a little bit better. The only thing I would complain about this episode is the fact that RWBY didn't immediately say something back, because I'm pretty sure they found out at the end of last season that
to be like,
yeah,
no, you're the reason it's all fucked up.
Yeah, because it was in front of Ironwood. So the fact that she said that and RWBY didn't say anything back is kind of annoying, because RWBY absolutely should have been like, no, bitch, you didn't follow my orders. Like, absolutely you did not. So yeah, you're correct. If you would have followed my orders, things might have been going a little bit better, but they're not, because you're an idiot. So that would have been a little bit better. Penny's thing is kind of interesting. I feel like Penny's the best chance to save this season, I think. I think Penny right now is emotionally unstable, and they're setting her up as that character.
Yeah, you can
and I
tell.
think she could betray Team RWBY here. And if she does, then it'll make for a significantly... Like, if they get close, like they get to the terminal or something or whatever, and they're gonna fucking, get this stuff, almost ready. Like, I think at that point, if Penny betrays them and then things go south from there, that you could end up seeing, something really good happening. Another way that the season could go really interestingly is if on Yang's side of things go really poorly, or on RWBY's side of things, technically speaking, or whatever. But one of the two paths that diverged needs to go incredibly poorly, so that at least one side or the other is pissed that the other side didn't listen to them or whatever. Preferably Yang's side would be the one that fucks up, because whatever, but that's probably not going to happen. The more likely scenario is Penny potentially betrays them, and then Yang goes off on RWBY or something like that, because it's like, we should have just protected the people of Mantle or something like that. That's kind of where I see that going.
I'm excited to see the fucking talk between Salem and Ospen. That's going to be dope. Like, I assume that's what's happening.
I can't believe he actually walked out of that hallway and just shot that dude.
At first, I was obviously like, that'd be cool, and he did one, and I thought he was going to do both, and then he only did one, and I was like, well, fuck, I guess I got to leave one of the fucking council members alive.
I think he just wanted to get her to shut the fuck up, basically. I think he purposely did that because he wanted them to know, basically, like, he's not
no more fucking around
right now. Yeah. This whole scene with Salem and Cinder was kind of interesting in the beginning. I still think Cinder betrays Salem at some point along the way. The most interesting, I don't know if I'd say the most interesting part of the scene, but one of the interesting parts of that scene was Emerald finally gets reunited with Cinder, and Cinder's like, shut up. Like, I don't give a shit about you. So, like,
she's got a squad, though. I like how Salem's like, you're building your own, what she say? You're building something, or
she just
assets.
You like collecting assets or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I'm wondering if Emerald is gonna get jealous of Neapolitan here. I think that's a possibility. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I think it's a good setup episode. I mean, it's the first episode of the season. I wasn't expecting insane shit to really go down this episode. So yeah, there's a good setup for the rest of the season for sure. We got a little bit of conflict in Team RWBY. They have somewhat differing opinions for the first time in like 6 seasons.
Finally.
So,
yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that, and hopefully shit just keeps spiraling downwards a little bit, so that we can have some exciting stuff happen. I'd like to see some interesting dynamics. There was more RWBY character, I don't know, not development, but like showing her character or whatever. Like, I don't know what you would want to call it or whatever, but I got more emotion out of watching RWBY this episode, or not like my personal emotion, more RWBY emotion coming out of this episode than we have seen in a very long time. A lot of times, like, it's kind of maybe some of the cheesy speeches that she does sometimes or whatever, and then her being quirky. But this episode, she actually kind of got upset a little bit. She got upset at Yang. She got upset at Ironwood. Like, she actually showed a little bit of personality, significantly more than we typically see out of RWBY. So hopefully that also continues. I was hoping also we would get a little bit more out of Blake and Weiss's reaction to the conversation. Maybe it would have been interesting. I wouldn't have liked it but it would have been interesting if Weiss would have agreed with Yang and Blake would have agreed with RWBY, because then that would have been a cross, and that would have been an interesting like thing to see, like what would have happened there. As it stands now, my guess is Blake is going to follow like the puppy dog that she has turned into from being a cat. She's now a puppy dog or whatever. So my guess is that she's going to follow Yang, and Weiss will go with RWBY or whatever. So it looks like the split was Nora, RWBY, Penny, Weiss, and then Jean, Yang, Ren, Blake. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. And Oscar, I think, is going with them. Oscar's going with the Jean Yang group.
That would make sense.
Oh, and then the old guy's going with RWBY as well.
Because Austin's going to be easier to take from them than he would with the other group that has Penny and RWBY.
Oh wait, no, old guy's not going. Penny's going instead of him. They were trying to figure out the console thing. Sorry, what did you just say?
I was saying, like, it would make sense. Like, Austin's going to be easier to take, like, get abducted. I feel like with that group than he would be if it was with Penny and RWBY, because Penny's going to put up a fucking a hell of a fight right now. She's super powerful. It makes sense. Austin's with the other group.
That's true.
And then they're like, RWBY, we need your help. They took Austin. Fuck.
It's interesting. Clover's group. I can't remember. Hair. I think her name. I can't remember what her actual name is, but she, the bunny chick or whatever, that speed chick that like RWBY, that was in Clover's group. She seemed to have a little bit of a strange reaction to Ironwood killing, the dude. Honestly, I would have expected. I think it would be more interesting. The way I would have seen it happening is Winter would be kind of traumatized by it. But like,
did it show her? I thought it was all just Winter.
No, she had a reaction to it. She had a reaction to it. She was kind of like, she kind of had like the sad eyes thing going on, or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. To me, like, I feel like she would want revenge or whatever, but maybe she doesn't see them as like in their way. So I kind of feel like she would be out for the people that were under Clover's team would be kind of out for revenge a little bit here. I think they're gonna blame RWBY and everybody, like Team RWBY and Jesus Christ, what's his name? Fucking Crow for Clover's death or whatever. So I kind of feel like they're gonna be singularly focused on that, and we're gonna kind of have Winter. Maybe Winter will help pull Ironwood back from the edge a little bit. Who knows? I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna go. I feel like we could end up with like a double betrayal storyline here potentially. So Penny betrays Team RWBY, but maybe Winter realizes that Ironwood's gone too far and she betrays him or something like that, and so it kind of balances out.
Interesting. Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces here. They got a lot that they can do with this. Hopefully, it does not. The worst thing that they could do was just have RWBY fucking win the day immediately and just fucking triumph over Ironwood and then immediately go on to whatever. That'd be the worst possible thing that they could do. There needs to be at least some level of like RWBY getting knocked down to the bottom a little bit and then have to kind of claw their way up and overcome something instead of just constantly fucking having good shit go their way or whatever. And then the last thing is Robin and Crow. I think they're about to set us up for a Robin Crow storyline here. Because it seems like they're together and they're doing something. I don't know if they're gonna fucking join forces and be friendly now or whatever.
Well, they got them locked up though.
Do they? I thought they just saw them on like sensors or something. Maybe I misread what they said.
Oh, I thought she said the prisoners are here. I thought that's what she said.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe that makes sense.
Remember that at the end? I thought they like.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Crow,
no. Crow was getting surrounded by everybody. So yeah, they got captured. You're right. Okay, well, then it's gonna be like a breakout. Like Crow and Robert are gonna have to work together to like break out.
Winter's gonna let them out, dude.
Well, Winter doesn't like Crow, or Winter hasn't like historically liked Crow or whatever. So that wouldn't be too. That would be kind of like a betrayal thing that would make sense or whatever too. I guess like she doesn't stop Ironwood, but she does help Robin and Crow get out. And it's kind of like a thing. Yeah, that could definitely be something for sure. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but overall, I think this was a solid first episode, in my opinion. The ending was crazy, and I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. So next week we will check out the second episode. Till next bite, catch you on the dark side.